Mari the God, Prestige Republic. You watching Haute the Press.
Hey guys, Hot Off the Press's very own Christine Lanier, and of course I'm bringing you another episode of Hot Off the Press, and I have one of my very own Morgan State Bears with me, Mari the God, aka Mr. Prestige Republic. What's up, Mari? Thanks for stopping by to the Trap House. It's not the Trap. It's not the Trap. You're welcome. All right, so let's just jump like right into the interview. So the name Prestige Republic, where'd you come up with it, like, or how did you come up with it?
Like, I'm always into like luxurious things, so when it came to my brand, I wanted to be represented that way as well. So when people see me, they see a prestigious jeweler, a prestigious company. And a republic is a body of people run by other people, and that's how I am. Like, my team is everything, and they help me make the decisions that have gotten us to this point. So put it all together, and it sounds nice, I think. It sounds like a jewelry company.
It sounds real classy. So was it like any other names that you came up with, or was it off Bucks Prestige Republic? Like, this is what I'm talking about.
I don't think I don't think so. I have the logos. Like, I had some crazy logos, but they was just doing too much, so. But it's always been Prestige Republic. I think it's the first name I ever thought about. I just stuck with it. I liked it off the rip.
Okay, so I know you guys can see he has, like, you know, bracelets. Check out my little bling bling. He has bracelets, he does chokers, and now I see you did like grills and everything. So how did you like get into doing the grills?
See, the thing about grills is that it's usually like a family business, and nobody in my family makes jewelry of that stature. So I ended up just meeting this dude, this black dude who makes jewelry. So me and him partnered up. Shout out to my man Rich from Rich Grills.
Hey, Rich.
Yeah, my man Rich, he helped a lot, and like once I met him, I knew that was my gateway. So I appreciate him a lot. You feel me? But yeah, we worked together. We could do anything. We made custom grills, chains, name chains, rings, like you name it.
So basically, Paul Wall gotta watch out for you because you're taking over with the grills.
Yeah, he gotta watch out. But I would love to like work with him one day. You feel me? Like, the jewelry business, not a lot of people in it, so to see other ones, it's kind of like it's like a undercover like brotherhood. But I just don't even know the other jewelry stuff.
So I have a Smiley. Like, would I be able to still like get the grill?
Yeah, you got a good 6. Like, you can get a grill with anything. I be seeing people put like they fill in their gap. Like, it's all type of stuff going on.
Okay, that's nasty.
No.
I do that. So I know how you say like nobody else does jewelry. You know, pretty much DMV artists now. It's whether it's rapping, singing, painting, or like fashion designing. What made you want to be different and do jewelry?
Cause basically for that reason, like when it comes to clothing, like it's easier for somebody to want to put like when it comes to clothing, people don't want to wear your logo unless it already got some stain. But when it comes to jewelry, I feel like it was less barriers to enter that market. So, cause like when it comes to jewelry, it's just simpler stuff, and I'm a simple person, you know. Like the stuff I dress, like you most of the time see me like in all black or like some black and gray. But the jewelry, that's really my fit. The jewelry is my fit. You put the jewelry on and make everything better. You feel me? You gotta be icy.
Okay, so you know how DMV pretty much everybody does the same thing. You know, everybody's a rapper now, everybody's a fake scammer. Right. You know, we got our fashion designers, the clothing designers, all of that. So like, what made you pick jewelry?
I feel like it's just a more specific market. So like, and it's actually more general too, ironically, because like when it comes to clothing, people are hesitant to like push your brand on them because it's such a big representation of your brand, and it's really something in them that they don't want to support. But once your shit gets to a certain level, then people want to wear your clothes. But when it comes to jewelry, I feel like it's easier to break into that market. There's less barriers than there will be with clothing. And I just feel like clothing is like cliche. If you're not really trying to be out here designing, then there's no point in coming out with a clothing line. So when it comes to jewelry, it's just so many things I can do. I'm not limited to just a t-shirt. I'm not limited to just a hat or something. I can make all types of jewelry. Like you said, the grills, chokers, beaded bracelets, rings, like it just goes on. And I can even create my own style of jewelry if I feel like it. So I just feel like it was something that would be funner for me also.
Okay, so like you said, pretty much like with clothing line, people, they don't really want to wear it unless it's like known, like popping. So was it like hard for you getting people to like start wearing Prestige Republic, or how did you go about like branding it?
I mean, I feel like I have a lot of people who just fuck with me, so I feel like once I started, I already had at least a few people that was gonna support me. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't think that was gonna be a problem for real. But eventually, like, it's just all about consistency. Like, people see me keep moving. They like, are he really a jeweler? Like, I'm not just making jewelry, I'm a jeweler and I got you whatever you need. So it got to a certain point that the support just kept raising, and it's all about consistency. People don't want to see that you're still working. Like, nobody ever gonna ask me, am I still a jeweler? And my answer be no. Because I did this for a reason. Like, it's a long-term goal.
Okay. So I, noticed here today we have, the gold bangles. The Mari, I remember meeting at Morgan. It used to be like the beaded bracelets.
Yeah.
So how did you just change the whole design pretty much?
I feel like it was always like a goal to just improve at all times. So I wasn't satisfied with the beaded bracelets, and I wanted to improve like the quality or the standard of the type of jewelry that I'm doing. Mm-hmm. So when it came to this bangle, it's just such an elegant thing, and I feel like it represents as well. How you laughing? But nah, the bangle is it's really nice. Like, a lot of people like bangles, and it can be worn with anything. You don't gotta worry about like colors and stuff. It's just like smack gold. And I got the design, the dream myself. So like, it's something that I was really I really took close. But yeah, like the bangle, it's just better to me, honestly, and I'm trying to just keep improving. Watch the next one.
So going back to the bead bracelets, of course you still make those. So looking at it like back then when you first started and going back to now, has like the quality changed? Do you get like different texture jewelries or like?
Yeah. When I first started, like my supplier was like making the stuff for me. I would get them the design. Then I moved on to the point of like I got hella beads at home. Like, I got hella beads. I can make 1,000 different bracelets.
So not just these bracelets, but going back into like the beaded ones with like the charms and the different little pendants and everything. How has like the quality changed, or like has it changed for you?
I think the quality has always stayed consistent. It's just about the fact that like I'm able to produce my own stuff now. I don't rely on my supplier to have to create my entire design. With these I do, but they work well though. But the quality definitely is going to always improve. But it's all about trial and error. That's what I always tell people. Like, if you're gonna do something, you gotta start, because like you gotta learn. Like, I fuck up all the time. Like, when I first started making jewelry, I just be fucking up.
I used to record interviews on my MacBook.
That's what I'm saying. But like, it's just a learning process, and I'm learning. Like, I didn't take any jewelry class or anything. I just kind of jumped in. So I'm still new to it, but I'm so interested in it that it's kind of coming naturally. So the quality is always going to improve, because we're always looking for ways to improve.
Okay. So is it like a PR team of you guys, or is it just you?
Yeah, PR has a team. I make all the jewelry myself. This is manufactured by my supplier overseas, but yeah, I make all the jewelry myself, but I do have a team behind me. Shout out to Dub Empire on the video.
My cameraman.
Yeah, my girl helps me a tremendous amount.
Hey, babe.
And I got my squad, like, my Morgan squad, Miles, Jihad, Junie. They always there to support, but when it comes to like the business side of it, I handle most of that myself. That's really my thing.
So you making the pieces, like what's like the time length that people wait for? Like you making it and then I guess shipping it out to them, or do you just like hand give it to them?
I mean, on the site, to give me a margin of error, I say like a week, but I can get somebody an order. If it's not one of my bangles, because everything else has to be prepared, it goes through a preparation process, because those are all made by hand. So I give it like 3 to 4 days just so I can be comfortable with sending it out. But I do rush orders and stuff at times. I can give you some in a day if I'm really like focused to do it. Gotta be the right price though.
Okay, so speaking of prices, we're gonna talk about the prices of these. So I see you have like different sizes and everything. So like, what is the price range? Not just for these, but for like your grills too, and then like the chokers, and then the beaded ones.
So when it comes to the bracelets, they really range around like $15 to like $30, based on because certain beads are harder to obtain and you get less for more, unfortunately. So like some of them do cost more, but it's like 15 to 30. It's affordable. The chokers are about 30. I have a Dynasty bracelet as well that's about 30, but this is the Legacy bangle. This one only runs for 40, and it's really good quality, so it's really a deal. But when it comes to grills, like for 10 karat per se, like if you want 10 karat in your mouth, you gotta pay 45 per tooth, and you just add 50 to whatever that is for the service charge. And for 14K, it's 70 per tooth.
Okay.
And for 18K, you gotta holler at me, because that's different.
That's some bands.
Yeah. If you want 24, you're trying to spend some money.
You got bank.
Definitely.
Okay, so let's go back. I want to say, not last week, I want to say 2 weeks ago, you had your pop-up shop at Griffin. So tell me how that was and everything.
Yeah, shout out to my boy E.T. from Forward Society. He reached out to me, actually I want to do a pop-up shop at Griffin. It was perfect timing. It was what, 4th of July weekend? I think I did it on the 3rd. But that was amazing. Like, I was just surprised at how many people were supporting me. Because like in the past, I never really felt that I had the support of people around me. Or maybe they were just waiting to see if it was something worth supporting. But I don't know. Everybody pulled up, people was buying stuff. It was fun, and I just got lit after, because we in the club, so like, why not?
Y'all been to Griffin.
Yeah, but it was cool though. My sister pulled up on crutches. But she was holding down though. She a soldier. Shout out to her too.
That's loyalty right there.
Yeah, definitely. That's my day one.
Okay, so when can we like expect the next pop-up shop? Cause you know, Big Chris gonna pull up.
Yeah,
He's gonna pull up.
I got invited to a couple things coming up in these upcoming months. But I'm probably gonna do something in Baltimore soon. I'm working on some events myself, so it's gonna be everywhere. Like I can't really put a date on it, but it's a lot of days, and I honestly forgot some of them, so we're gonna leave it there. I gotta check my calendar.
Okay, so are you like, you still living in Baltimore, or are you like back home?
Yeah, I still live in Baltimore. I'm ducked off in the county right now. But I'm always here though. This is my home, so Baltimore is temporary. I'll probably be back in the South in the next like half a year, honestly, because my next crib, I'm not getting into Baltimore. I'm coming back to DC.
You should have been.
I know. Now, I fuck with Baltimore though. Shout out to Baltimore. Baltimore is cool. It's better than what I thought coming out of high school. But I'm coming back home. I got to.
Collab wise, in like maybe Baltimore and in DC, is there anybody like out here you would collab with, or you just want to be like a one-man show?
There's a lot of people I want to collab with. Me and my best friend Makina, she's a designer.
Shout out Makina.
Yeah, shout out to her.
Mom dresses.
She inspired me to start this too, because I seen her jugging. I'm like, wait, you paying bills off the dresses? Cool. I'm about to start some shit. But yeah, me and her got a collab coming up. We doing some shoots. I'm willing to collab with anybody though, photographers, models. As long as you're really about your business and it's like a win-win situation, I'm all for it. But my bro Juan, actually, he has his clothing line called Regular. We went to high school together.
I have a Regular sticker.
Yeah, I fuck with that brand, so I'm gonna see if we could do something. Pretty sure he'd be with that. You never know though. It's always new things I discover. I collab with not even just clothing though. I collab with an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like take a picture of your art with my jewelry on your arm. That's all we need.
I know, I feel like I ask a lot of people this, like when it comes to designers, and like I said, nobody out here really does jewelry. So do you like eventually you want to open up a store, or do you just like want to keep your website going?
I definitely want a store, because it's like, why not? I got a lot of ideas. Like I'm gonna have like virtual things going on in the store, how you can customize things straight from like a little kiosk or something. Have a nice team of people ready to make, because we do customizations too. Like anything you see on my site can switch to, like, you can switch a charm, you can switch a bead. Like it's simple. Like I said, I make them on myself. But yeah, I want to have a store. I may start off with one of them little mall joints, like little pagodas and shit.
A little kiosk.
Yeah, I just gotta be able to walk around without being outside of my shit. Like I want something with a nice size. But yeah, I'm into all of that. I wanna open up clubs, hookah lounges. I want everything for real. I'm having to check it.
That's dope. So was there ever like a time, I know I always call my best friend Key like overwhelmed and stuff. Is there ever like a time where you're like, I don't want to do jewelry anymore, or maybe I should like switch it up? Is it like ever time like that?
I don't think I've ever decided that I didn't want to make jewelry anymore, but there are times where you just wonder where you're going, and you kind of reach a roadblock. But you just gotta stay true and just keep thinking, like look around for inspiration and stuff. But I'm always, like I said, just looking to evolve. So like to me, I always think my shit ain't good enough. Like I'm striving to get better every single time. So I don't think I ever wanted to stop making jewelry, but I just wanted to do more, to really convince myself like you really a jeweler out here. I want to, you know what I'm saying? Right, a jeweler.
Alright, so we're gonna pause from like this whole jewelry thing, because you know I'm getting a little blinded or whatever. But you, Mari, are very sneaky. I'm gonna go with that, because I wanna say maybe like a year ago I logged on the computer and I find out that you are a dad now. So first off, congratulations on fatherhood.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Let's talk about baby Julian. Like how is he? How old is he? What's he like to do? I need all the tea.
Or yeah, baby Julian, that's the Prince Julian, that's what I call him. But he's doing well. He's a smart kid. He's a year and a half old. He lives with his family in Pennsylvania, the other side of his family. So I see him a few times a month. But Julian is an amazing child. Like, when you see him just interact with things, you can tell he's advanced. Like, just by the trouble he gets in, because he's always trying to see something new. But yeah, like I said, he's a smart kid though.
Okay, so him, that's like a long distance relationship. Him being all the way out there, like how does that like affect you? Like how do you make it your effort to talk to him as much as you can?
Yeah, it's a difficult process, but at the end of the day, you gotta do what you gotta do. Like, you're gonna come to certain situations where it may seem difficult, but it's one goal that you can't fail, and it's to make sure that your relationship with him is secure. So I'm taking on measures to do so.
Okay, so what is your most favorite thing to do with him when y'all are together?
I mean, he just everything, honestly. Like, we went to the pool. He's like, he loves that. He likes to shoot his little hoops. Anything that he could like throw, he good. Anything he could throw with like that got a button on it, we could do that.
That's so cute. So
Yeah,
do you plan on like eventually leaving the family business with him, or like what if he has his own goals?
Nah, if he whatever he want to do, he could do it. But I would hope that he want to do it because I could trust him the most. So I would love for him to be like my jewelry protege. Because at some point I'm gonna be old. I'm gonna need the new cool young nigga to really get them things out there. But yeah, I would love for him to be a part of the business one day. He already a part of it. He the COO.
Make a little kids line and everything like for him. That's cute. So speaking of the whole family business, you're like pretty much set for real if you want to go into that. Like, I pretty much want to think of it as like you kind of were like made for the business, so like you know how like stuff is. So I don't know if you guys know, but you know, Mari told me when we went to Morgan together, if you guys watch, you know, the Tyler Perry movies or you know all of that stuff, his uncle is Lamont Rucker. So do people like treat you different because that's your uncle, or do people even know that's your uncle first? I
mean, people know because like, occasionally he's like on my Snapchat or something, or like maybe we posted a picture recently when I went with him as he spoke for the Collegiate 100 Summit at the new MGM. But yeah, like people don't treat me different for real. Like, my uncle is all about hard work, so it ain't like he just be giving me golden spoons and shit. Like he supports me in different ways. Like, he's my first customer. He dropped like 180 on my site first day it dropped. I'm like, all right, cool, I'm in business, you know what I'm saying? But he's always there to support, give me advice. And recently I sent him a lot of stuff. So he had he's on this show called Greenleaf on Oprah's network. And he got the whole cast wearing that. Oprah even got my shit. I'm like, hey.
Okay, Oprah girl.
I'm gonna get her one of these new bangles. Watch, that's coming soon.
It's Oprah. You gotta give her like a custom. You
taking over
give her
Instagram.
One of these. You can't give her just one of these. She needs a
right.
custom.
I'm gonna put Oprah in the inside of that thing.
So can't nobody take
Oprah,
it from
we
her.
love you.
So would you say he I guess prepared you for the business aspect and the whole media lifestyle?
Yeah, because like my uncle, like growing up, he was more so my father figure because my father wasn't around in the beginning. So like my uncle was there to like help my mother raise me and stuff, and he always takes me around town like his little celebrity moves. It'd be so funny because like on my 18th birthday, he took me to Atlanta. So we doing all this stuff and like people thinking I'm a celebrity just because I'm there. But it was cool though. Like, I like to see him in action because he a real humble dude. Like, a lot of celebrities tend to like, you know what I'm saying, get ahead of themselves. He a humble dude. He ain't trying to be out here shining on everybody. He do exactly what he need to do, take care of what's needed, you know? So he's a big inspiration to me.
That's good, that's good. So shout out to your uncle. We'll have to get him in here one of these days.
So we'll make that happen.
We'll talk about that later. So if you weren't Mari the jeweler, CEO of Prestige Republic, what do you think you'd be doing?
Damn, that's a good question. I don't know. I'll be getting money though. I know that. That's all I know. So that's my answer. If I wasn't making jewelry, I'd still be getting money. Put it like that. Say no. I don't know. What would I be doing? What would I be doing? I used to be really into art and stuff, so I wouldn't be surprised if like I took that route. Like, my family are full of like creatives. Like all the women in my family dance. My grandfather actually makes jewelry. It's so crazy because he's a priest, like African priest. So like he makes these $10,000 crowns. I didn't even realize I was doing the same thing, but it'd be something artistic, something, I don't know, something meaningful. Or no, I know what I'd be doing. I'd probably honestly be researching like with animals and stuff. Cause I really love animals. Yeah, but like I don't like science though. That's
You used to always watch the damn Discovery Channel with Animal Planet.
I go to sleep to Animal Planet. That's my wave.
Like a damn creep.
That shit lit. That shit lit. Animal Planet is amazing because there's so many things you can look at them and see how we're just like them in certain ways. We just sugarcoat it for real. Like we savage too, but it's a dog eat dog world, so you gotta eat.
Only the strong survive.
Facts.
Okay. So 10 years from now, minutes, hours, whatever, where do you want people to say about Mari the God?
I mean, I just want people to always know that like I'm just like them and shit. So like I want to inspire people. I want people to know that you can do whatever you want. You just gotta have the courage to do it. I know that's easier said than done, but at the end of the day, if you want something, you should go get it, cause ain't nobody gonna give it to you. So when people look at me, I want them to know that I took what I needed. Not off no shitey shit either. Like I did it the right way. I'm humble about it, and plus I got good jewelry. That's like
okay, cause y'all see my wrist, it's shining.
It's shining.
So thank you, Mari, for stopping by to the Trap House today.
Of course. Pleasure.
Thank you. It's been another episode of Hot Off the Press. I'm Christine Lania, and we will see you guys next time when I interview who knows.
Wrap it up then.
Hey guys. No. That changed.
That was good, Mose.
What's up, Mo? It's me or whatever. I'm not going there. That's ghetto too. I'm trying to get this broke ass hand out the way.
Wait, what's the question again? 3, 2.
Stop.